Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Watch us on YouTube. Is this thing on? Chuku Airlines, where we treat you with lots of respect and
Oh my god!
You look like the person to say that.
Oh wow!
Game on. Game on.
Wow.
Leslie
Okay,
Gaiman.
I see how it is.
That is your host, Gaiman,
Gaiman.
aka the bad guy.
Not like two
I
guys.
like that.
Not
You
like
like
two men
fucking.
fucking or nothing.
You look like Dre from Power. I will tell you that.
I've never seen Power, so I don't know. About to say,
Okay.
by the end of the flight, everybody will be pregnant.
I will show you.
Everybody will be pregnant.
All right. I'm Kenny, your host, bad guy. He already introduced me. And then we got to my right, we got Damone.
Hello.
Money.
The microphone.
The microphone. We got down here, we got TK.
Hey, how you doing? Mr. Advice, love you.
And we got to my bottom right, we got Sledge.
What up?
Sledge over there looking like Michael Clark Duncan right now.
He said, roll the dice.
Hey, why was
Roll
Michael
the
Clark Duncan not really? That's a whole other movie for another day. But like, nigga, stick up for yourself. You bigger than him.
So you could have helped.
You could have helped.
All it takes is one lucky punch.
No, for real.
True. This is Hood Movie Review, and we are reviewing the movie Soul Plane.
I like that. I like that.
You know what we do? We fly, we party, we land.
That's a good quote.
Spirit Airlines or Airlines.
Chuku Airlines.
Airlines.
This man said Spirit. I fly Spirit.
Basically, that's what the fuck we about to talk about.
I love roller coasters.
So this is we're gonna start off with the soundtrack. What do you think of the soundtrack? It's created by the RZA, if you didn't know.
I didn't like it.
You didn't mess with it?
It wasn't that.
They had Lil Jon in there. Come on, shake that ass in style.
He was making a music video.
He said, I wish I had a gold tooth. I said, I had a gold tooth.
I would have brought it.
He said, don't drink out of that. We got cups. What did he say? Come on, bro.
I give it the real talk. I give it a 3.5 on the soundtrack.
That's where I'm at with it too. I'm at 3.5 as well.
3.5.
I mean, that would be like the first soundtrack we done gave low to.
True.
I don't remember it that clearly, so I'm gonna give it a 3.
Exactly.
I mean, I remember he had Chingy on there too, so it's like I don't think it was really. You feel me? Like
he had a Snoop Dogg's on there. He had Snoop Dogg on there.
He was all over that thing too.
Good evening.
At ease, lady.
At ease, ladies.
I love her, boy. I love her.
Hey, real talk. I got one question too about this though. If you're gonna talk about it, Kenny, because this might be the episode. This is gonna be a rough episode for us. I feel like right here. So I'm gonna let you get into it.
I don't know what that means. I'm scared.
Because what they called that man.
Oh, his name is Flame.
Flame. The whole movie. Calm down, Flame. Like,
you just grind on me? A little. That's one of the funniest part.
A little.
You just grind on me? A little.
A little.
Bro, back up.
If you don't get the fuck off of me.
Just grind on me? A little.
Get the fuck off of me.
So we're going to start the movie. Kevin Hart playing Nashawn in this movie. And he's late getting to the plane. And he's told to stow away his dog, Dre. So he eats a beef stroganoff. So he's on there, and he's
start from scratch. Start from scratch, bro. When she asked that nigga,
oh yeah, chicken beef. He was like, after the chicken, she's like, we're out of the chicken. He's like, why you just ask me?
That's what pissed me off.
Her face, she's looking at it like, she's like, do you want the beef stroganoff? Like, yeah, do you want the beef stroganoff or not? That's wild.
I wouldn't have ate it.
Bro,
I'm like, I was gonna tell them I was gonna write a letter too.
Hey, look. The funny thing was though, he fucked that beef stroganoff up though. Like he said
that beef stroganoff.
He said wasn't that bad. He said,
he said
he said a little bit.
He still got a little bit on you.
What?
She said, yeah, you did. And like, that shit looked terrible. Yeah, it did hit immediately because he went straight to the bathroom. And
have
while
y'all
he's
ever
in the
had something that did that to you?
What?
Hit
To make you go straight to the bathroom?
Like it hit you immediately.
Yes,
Like,
I have.
And it'd be soupy.
I don't
lunch.
I have my
School lunch.
gallbladder removed, so if I eat anything greasy,
Oh, yeah, you're
I'm
done.
done. In like 20 minutes later, I'm on the toilet.
Yeah.
Nah,
Try
but I
school-
mean, like
try
20
school
minutes
lunch,
is
nigga.
a grace period. At least you know you gotta wait for your 20. I eat something. Real talk nowadays, and I drink some Pepto like right after, or I make sure I had some Pepto or some Tums or some Nexium.
Oh, nigga.
You might need to go to the doctor.
I was about to say, you need to be checked.
Real talk. I just went to the doctor. We're not gonna get into the back to Soul Flame. Go ahead, Kenny. I'm sorry, we got off track.
No, you good.
That beef Strogie.
We were concerned about you. That's what that was.
And I was gonna let y'all know I'm concerned about me as well. But that's not for today. That's not for today.
He's like, this is my last episode, guys.
I wasn't really saying that, but you know.
Not on Soul Play. You can't wait till Get Rich or Die Trying next week.
Hey, that's an episode I might die on.
So he eats he eats the beef stroganoff, and no, if you ever noticed, like when he's listening to that song, you can hear it. You can hear it too. Yeah, you can hear it in the headphones.
There was no lyrics.
No, that's all it was. He
no
was like,
lyrics. Whatever
said,
soundtrack he was listening to was a zero.
This
Why the white dude? You see how the white dude was looking at him? He's like,
why are you getting so hyped for a plane ride?
he ain't never been on. Remember in the beginning, he said it.
Yeah, he said like he did like planes, but that had nothing to do with that, so I was gonna put that in there. He eats the beef stroganoff and had to be the bathroom. He gets stuck on the toilet because it's turbulent. He got stuck on it. Turbulent.
He hit the button though. Why is the button in the bathroom?
That's a good question.
Lady hit the button. It was
Yeah, I was because the steward
was trying to do something. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that button for? Okay, what is that button for?
Well, it was supposed to like I guess I kind of reset the toilet because he said that she needed to flick the main sewage valve to get him out. but she flicked the baggage drop switch, and then that's when which was happened to be right underneath it for some reason. So she flicks that
sounds like a bad idea, a bad placement.
Yeah,
terrible placement.
She said, "Oops!" And then you see the nigga's dog flying.
Bro, I'd have been, hey, that
I'm not gonna. I felt that shit.
That dog went straight to the propeller too. And look,
Dr. Phil, bitch.
And not even. Let me go back and say. Let me go back like one scene real quick.
Right when they didn't.
They told him. When they told him
they didn't handle the package properly.
Yeah.
You said what?
Yeah, they told him we had to stow away your dog because your dog's too big. And he was like, "What? You know, I was gonna put him in a bag." And they were like, "No, you got to stow him away. You got to stow him away." And he's like, "Okay." They took this dog. They put the dog in like a little crate, and they just tossed that shit. Tossed the mess out that dog. So he was going to court.
He was hurt already in the cage.
Oh, no, he was sick. And he goes to court and is awarded $100 million.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot for your ass to get sucked up. That must have been the dog. That must have been the dog shit too, though.
No, that's the main reason why.
You know the dog always has sex.
I'm about to say the dog had $100 million for your ass to be sucked in. That's a lot, bro.
That is all right.
She said, "How's your ass feeling?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "It feels pretty good."
I tell you what, I will go through that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll get my ass sucked in for $100 million.
For $100 million.
Yeah.
I sit right there on that toilet.
I'll get my ass sucked in for $100 million. Blue.
I'm blue.
Talk about.
Yes, ma'am. Pepto didn't work that day. Nope.
Yeah. So when they get on about this, and they're like, "What are you gonna do with the money?" And he looks back at the guy he was going up against in court, and he's looking at him. He has some stuff to say to him. So he was like, "You know what? I'm about to,
I'm gonna start my own airline.
I'm starting my own airlines. And then he was like, "I'll see y'all later." So they get that started, and we see a white family, the Hunkies, and their flight was canceled and had to rebook with NWA Airlines.
They don't deserve that.
I feel like $100 million isn't enough to start an airline.
It is to start a motherfucking Allegiant or a Spirit, and that's what the fuck they were doing.
You gotta remember that was a ghetto ass airline. Like
they put a lot of money into the plane and not into everything else.
True.
No, he put a lot of money into
how much does a plane cost, though?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. So I don't know how much a plane costs. This is niggas for you. All the money they could have did to make sure the plane was working correctly, make sure the staff was working correctly. They didn't put no money into that. They put money into putting the club into the
rims on that motherfucker.
Strip club, rims, spinners. It was hydraulics on the plane.
They had different. I don't know how many themes they had on the plane for only a 2 hour or 3 hour flight, but it was so many different themes and parties that happened.
They had a whole club.
Yeah, there's no way you could fit a whole club on a plane.
It
was on the upper
deck. They got big planes like that though.
They had different decks.
They got big planes, but I don't think you can fit a whole ass club on a plane.
Club. Like that was a whole club.
That
was a whole club. Like how can you get? I don't know. There's a lot of questions I got about that, but he had a lot going on that plane and not the right stuff. And then the actual airport had a basketball court.
The terminal,
chicken and waffles.
Or a 99-cent store. It was 99 cents. It said Terminal X.
Flight 69 was 069.
And you can tell immediately they were shocked by the culture because what was my man's name?
Elvis Hunky.
Elvis Hunky. He was amazed from the beginning. That's when the music changed.
But them niggas was dunking on that. Them niggas was dunking on rims with. Them niggas was dunking with rims with chains as nets.
Wait a minute,
bro. He was looking like that, and you see the wife, or not the wife, but the stepmom. She was looking like,
hey, all these niggas in here. All these niggas in here. All these niggas.
To that shit. So like,
little did she know.
We see a white family. Yeah, she gonna get it later. So we see a white family, the Hunkies. Their flight is canceled and they have to rebook with NWA Airlines. And we see the daughter. She's flirting with someone, and the dad stops her and says, "You know, you're 17." And she's like, "Yeah, for a couple more hours, then I'm gonna have sex." And she's showing out.
Ooh, the rusty trombone.
She said, "I'm 17, and then I'll be 18. Then I can party and have sex." She was like, "Yeah, sex, missionary, doggy style, rocking the baby, getting teabag, playing the trombone while I'm tossing this salad, hand jobs, air jobs, blow jobs, getting the pearl necklace, riding the baloney pony." She was acting up.
Why is it? Why is it a baloney pony?
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what that means, but I don't want no pork. Then what the stepmom say, Kenny?
She said, "What comes after being teabag?"
He said something about a trombone.
Bruh.
The way she pulled up. What comes after the teabag?
Soul Plane was funny every minute on the minute, nigga.
Yeah, she was showing out. She was embarrassing them. So then we see two airport security. One of them was Monique. I forget the other girl's name.
Lonnie Love. Lonnie Love. Lonnie Love or Moni Love.
So they're checking people at the metal detectors, and they just harassing niggas. Like, they just harassing people. Harassing people to the point where the nigga comes on with all kind of metal. He had all kind of chains, metal. I think he had a gun
on him,
bro.
He said, "The buzzer pop, you best to stop."
When the buzzer popped,
no, not him. There was somebody else in the back that walked through. Remember the big dude with the
he walked through because they stopped the nigga. They stopped the nigga that had all the real shit, and then they didn't let him go through. Like,
he's out here looking like 15 cents.
But he had all the two ways, all the jewelry, and you remember back in the day, platinum was real big back in the day. And he had all that. He had all the shit, and they stopped him, but they didn't stop the nigga that was really beat.
And then we see, after this happens, we see some more, and the dude from Three Strikes, I forget his name.
Ryan Hooks.
Yep, Ryan Hooks. So they're talking freaky. and she give him some draws, and he's like, "Ooh,
I ain't gonna
the
need
sweet
these.
smell of Alizé."
We ain't gonna need these.
Then we get a random Karl Malone cameo. He's just like,
The mailman.
he said we played the paper boy back in the day. He said, "Yeah, the mailman now." And he was like, "Oh,
He said, "Oh, you gonna go all postal on me?"
that shit was random." Like,
Bro,
He said, "No, man, we ain't passed the ball to you because you sucked."
Cause you suck.
yeah,
But
he
if
said,
you had
"Oh,
Elvis
right."
Hunky,
He said,
you
"What?"
suck. If you had Elvis Hunky doing that to you, bro, man, I'm shitting on you
Elvis
when I
Hunky.
make millions. I'm shitting on you when I'm making millions of dollars, nigga. You know he known for messing with little girls too. So he might have would have.
I wasn't gonna get into that. I wasn't gonna get into that.
Karl Malone.
Yeah.
He might have would have took his daughter up. Karl Malone might have took his daughter up top.
No, she's too old.
Oh man.
Oh. He said 17 for a couple more hours. Well, gotta go now.
He's like,
Gotta work quick.
Time to waste it. Come on, hurry up. So the two security guards, they harass Kevin Hart now, not realizing he's the owner. And they change up.
Top, nigga, you stop.
They change up, but then they still harass him. They talk about some blue blue. They still
we
talking
sorry.
Shit. Yeah, they
so
said,
you're the one that got your ass caught. But you know what? That's black people do that though, because we'll be like, and then they be like, the coast is clear. We'll be like, all right, back to the original schedule program. We're gonna rip your ass. Like, black people do that a lot though.
So as the Hunky family are getting accustomed to everything, like I said, we was talking about with they looking around, you know, he looking at cheeks, and they're all reacting differently to the black people around them. The son comes back, he's hood as fuck now, out of nowhere with no explanation. He just kind of slides out.
I know you like that.
I like
that.
I like that.
Like that.
He said, "Hit your car back." I put everything but Escalade on it.
I see some shorties at the basketball court.
He's an N1 probably.
He was professor. He was acting up. So then
ain't that nigga from Little Vampire and Stuart Little?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is it?
No, that's not him. That's the one. He's in a.
They look alike.
No, he's in one of those he's in one of those American Pie movies. I forget which one it was. It's not American Pie 1, 2. It's like one of those Naked Mile, one of them ones like that. He's starring one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got older, started acting up. So Slim from the Wood, he comes up, he gets fresh.
Oh, yeah, the bald-headed nigga.
Yeah. She's talking to him, and then she's like, she takes to the private room to script search him, and then she's like, drop them draws.
Hey, I ain't gonna beat you. I ain't gonna beat you, fellas. If it was either fuck Monique or take a cavity check, I'm fucking Monique.
I mean, I feel you in that situation. Yes.
But I feel like she still gave him the cavity check because she yelled out cavity check. She yelled at cavity check.
It's either I fuck her or she fuck me. It sounds like in that situation. Yeah. So it's like I don't like
cavity check.
Denzel. He said Denzel.
He kept on saying it like, nigga, I ain't.
She said, "Show me that ass, nigga." She was acting up. So we see the plane sitting on spinners at this point. Like I said, just ridiculous. Nigga, so we see the story that says gossiping about Nation while they're gossiping, Nation and Muggs are asking where the pilot is because he's late. And the pilot shows up, it's Snoop Dogg. And he plays Captain Mac. And he lies about how good of a pilot he is. Gives him his resume.
I don't think he lied.
I don't think he lied. I don't think we really read through his resume.
No. Hey, look, I did. So he gave his resume and tells him he got his wings when he got out. Now, on his relevant experience, it says 275 hours flight simulation with honors. Then it says
simulation.
But then it says beat F-15 Flying Eagle on Xbox twice and saw Top Gun 7 times. That's his resume.
Oh, that's not his fault.
Yeah, so that's definitely the owner's fault. That's Kevin Hart's fault.
Bro,
you didn't read this man's
wow.
You didn't read his resume good enough. That's your fault.
I was like, no.
How don't you not read that good enough though? That's just a glance. You feel me? You just glancing over that. Like
you read the first line and that was it.
You see Top Gun, bro. I'm done.
He said 7 times. He said it 7 times. That was in his resume. You see Top Gun 7 times and beat F-15 Flying Eagle on Xbox twice. Is what it said.
I don't even know that. And I didn't even know that was a game.
That's not. That's really made up.
Oh.
So his co-pilots are Riggs and Gaemon.
Them niggas ain't no better.
And look. Here's the thing. We gonna come back to that because something they fucked up. They fucked up. They pulled a Tiffany door. They fucked up real big right here. So his co-pilots are Riggs and Gaemon. They all meet. He's like Gaemon, not like two Gaemon sleeping together, naked. So John Witherspoon shows up, and he's just a blind freak. He just walking. He's grabbing butt cheeks. Grab blind cheeks. Grab butt cheeks. He's a nice cushions on his plane. You know, he's acting up. And trivia: the woman that John Witherspoon is hitting on is his real life wife. And we see so we see a first person view of someone walking on the plane, and everyone's freaking out. And then everybody's
this was fucked up.
And then he sits down. Before he even sits down, one dude was like, "Oh, get the
fuck out of here!"
And they reveal a Middle Eastern guy, and he puts his bags away, and the two security guards they pounce on him immediately.
I'm on your ass, Osama.
He got on somebody. There you go.
Call that nigga Osama.
Just racist.
That's fucking terrible.
So Lala and Donna from Friday after next, they show up. Her name is Giselle. This movie, and Lala tells her about the owner. You know, he got all stuff together. You know, you might want to see what's up with him. She was like, okay, whatever. Then we get You're a Survivor remix for the stewardesses plus Flame, and everybody's loving it.
Plus
Flame. Everybody's loving it.
Them niggas is doing this in the back.
Just because and everybody was rocking with that song too hard. That song was not that good to be doing what they was doing. So everybody's loving it. Deshaun shows up after the song. It tells like a very bad joke about how they all could die. Pretty much, he was like, "Look,
I mean,
we all go down. We're gonna go down.
Yeah, we all go down."
I mean, but he wasn't lying though.
He said, "Never mind. Right, for you." And he does a little walk out. And
that's vintage Kevin Hart.
That is.
It is. It is.
And when Nashawn sees Giselle, she's just like, she doesn't look like, oh. And then she gets mad and talks about how she's good on him. She's like, I'm good on you. And she's wearing an engagement ring. She's like, somebody stepped up. Somebody stepped up.
He said, Giselle.
And more trivia. Katie Albert, who's Giselle, is taller than Kevin Hart, and he had to stand on a box in most of their scenes to minimize the height difference. I don't know if you
damn.
Yeah.
But you know, like she's like a vegan now, and she's still beautiful, but like
she got skinny.
Yeah, she got like skinny. Yeah.
I've seen it. She got real skinny. And I ain't gonna rate the love interest for this one because we've already done that for Friday After Next. She was already on that. So if you want to see that, go check out the Friday After Next episode.
She fine.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think we all gave her a 5.
She fine.
Donna, get the car.
She fine.
So we get a flashback of him telling her something important, and he tells her something, but the background noise is blocking it all. Like there's like ambulances, like shooting going on. It's all kind of random shit.
Like we're in the fucking hood.
Yeah, he's blocking it all. And he leaves, and she's calling his name. And Muggs is like, "Hey, you got $1? What do you got change for something? Whatever." He's like, "Oh, you got change
for 100."
Yeah, change for 100. He's like, "Nah." So Muggs shoots a shot at the Hispanic stewardess, and she roasts him for having a little meat in Spanish, and he think he did something. He's like, So the captains are all arguing about the music being played. So they talk about, oh wow. So they talk about that. And then he's like, "Now we ain't playing that African mumbo jumbo wah shit." He's like, "I got some shit for y'all. I get high.
Every day.
Wow.
Here come niggas shucking and jiving again.
Yep. And that's what the old boy was in
there. Right, he's out there hitting it.
Fucking shucking and jiving.
Hydraulics. The hydraulics is going. Like, this is straight
plane is hitting it like
nobody's scared. Like I said, the plane's bouncing, literally bouncing. Nobody's scared. But
I'd be terrified. We're on the ground. This should not be doing this.
They might not, but listen, they might have not never felt it.
No, they had to. You're flying back, like going back down.
But they had spinners. How much was in spinners, nigga?
I don't know, but wherever it is, that $100 million, that shit's gone.
They blew that motherfucker. And I think that was the point of the movie.
Yeah, that shit is gone. And as they ascend, Captain Mac is sweating like crazy and panting. And they're like, what's going on with you? He said, I'm afraid of heights. He's like, you afraid of heights? So they all get mad at him. So, old boy listen to hit him with a bat. Hit him with a bat. Hit him with a in his headphones. And the dad has to stop another guy from hitting on his daughter. He's like, hey, relax, Kobe. She's 17.
Oh, shit.
Bro.
I didn't hear that.
Bro, that part was hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
That's like right after Kobe, the Kobe shit too. R.I.P. Kobe.
And they was giving out drinks, complimentary drinks.
Fuck what you talk about, Kitty. This movie might be by far one of the funniest hood movies.
Bro,
this nigga said, calm down, Kobe.
Relax, Kobe. 17. Bro, he said about shorty 40.
He said, no, we'll take some whole milk.
He said, sir, that is nasty.
That is nasty.
So we on that part. Yeah, that's coming. I think that's coming. Okay. So the dad's girlfriend, she's infatuated with this magazine. And the dude on the cover's meat is literally like cartoonishly big. Like that shit was ridiculous.
It's like, what was it called? Like Big and Bad or something like that?
It was Black and Ebony. I think it's Black and Ebony. Black and Ebony legacy. It was like, she said, my sweet black Jesus. I remember I used to watch the edited version on BET. She's like, my sweet black Judas. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Like, that's not what he said. And the dad leaves because he has to shit. And D.L. Hughley's in the bathroom. He's the bathroom attendant. And he plays Push It real good to help him.
He said, I can come back. He said, ain't no need, I'm still gonna be here.
I'm still gonna be here.
I realized
the magazine's called Black and Proud. I looked it up.
Look at the world. They do something like that.
Look, another funny part of the movie is though when he came in the bathroom, he had to pull out a separate toilet seat for him because he said we don't need
the white adapter. He said for the black with no ass.
It was a black toilet. And they put a white adapter on the toilet.
Bro, you can't tell me that's not classical shit.
Oh.
That's funny. And if you ever notice, there's no stalls. The nigga was just shitting out in the open. He's just looking at it.
It's a bathroom. But he made it the bathroom like a club. Because, in clubs, they got niggas that help you wash your hands, give you mints.
I know, but there's still stalls in there, though. There's still stalls.
Then when he sat down, it said...
They couldn't afford the stall.
What did he say? He said, ooh, I got something for that.
No, he said, well, I guess you can't have lightning without the thunder.
Smoking a
That's
fucking
what he
Black
played Push It for. He said, I got something for you.
He said, ooh, you got a good one going. Let me go ahead and play something for you. Yeah, that was great. So, like I said, there's no stalls in the bathroom, but they got spitters and hydraulics. So, yeah, fuck them for that.
Yeah, they ran out of money.
Only so much can fit in the budget.
Yeah, I was saying all the necessities they don't have, like staff, a pilot, nothing. They have nothing. And so the cover guy on the Black and Proud,
they hired. The last person they hired was the pilot. He was like he wanted the least amount of money.
And they didn't even check him yet. They were still looking at his resume while he was coming on. And the cover guy, Jerome, of Black and Proud magazine, pops up. I don't know. He just has me sitting on the plane. And he's talking to her about how he's hanging out his boxers.
I'm always hanging out my boxers.
One question, though. One question. He popped. Yeah. He's on the cover of a magazine. And he's sitting in coach. And you've seen how the class and the sections went. So why are you sitting back here with us still?
Exactly. He ain't make no
real money. Because you're low class.
He's
sitting in low class.
Making no good money still.
So the dad tells him
he just started out. He was an amateur.
The Black and Proud magazine. The dad tells him to get up. The dad tells him to get up. He's like, you need my seat. And he's like, oh wow. He's like, that thing has a face on it. And she's like, no, but it's gonna. And that is wild. Like that. That movie was wild, bro. So Captain Mac is trying to keep everyone calm. But he's still in the intercom, and he's like talking about how scared he is on the intercom. He's like, bro, he said we hired a red man of the Source Awards right now.
He said, oh shit.
He's like 35,000 feet. So Deshaun confronts him. He's like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Hey." And that's when he revealed that he got his training in prison. He said he got a training in the prison.
But listen though, Giddy, them niggas was playing. Them niggas was supposed to be looking at the like the the turbulence, the weather, and shit like that. Them niggas is playing NBA Live, bro.
And that's what I said. Riggs in the back, Riggs in the front playing NBA Live.
They playing NBA Live and shit. Like y'all niggas ain't doing your job either, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm gonna get to that because there's something about that that's fucked up. So we see business class, and it's nothing but poker being played and other casino games being played. And Deshaun isn't okay with it. He's like, "Bro, make this business class." He's like, "Okay, I'll make business class." And then at this point,
business ass.
This is where it gets real racist. It gets real racist at this point. At this point, they're passing out Popeyes, Alizé, and 40s on the plane for the meals.
So you wouldn't eat it?
In coach still. In coach.
So you wouldn't eat it?
Hey,
This
take a piece and pass it down.
Take a piece. Don't be greedy.
They was eating good.
You said,
Right,
hey,
they
don't do
did
that.
filet
Take a piece, pass
mignon.
it down.
He said, "Don't be greedy. Take a piece past
Right.
that."
He said,
Nigga.
take one piece.
She said you can get a side. But listen, they said a wing or a thigh. No, she said a wing or a drum or a thigh and a breast. Like, nigga, that's not even gonna fill us up. That's not gonna do that for us.
They wasn't trying to fill them up. They was just trying to give them a little bit. You feel me?
Bro, that's up there with eating pretzels.
Did they
I
ever
love
tell you
pretzels.
how long the flight was?
I think they said 4 hours. I think they said 4 hours.
It was from LA to New York, I thought.
They didn't even have to feed them. So they should be grateful for that.
That is true. That ain't a long flight. You all right.
No, but they said we had 4 hours left on the flight. That's what it was. They had 4 hours left. But yeah, they didn't say how long it was. They said they had 4 hours left.
I think it was from LA to New York.
I can't remember. I got to go back and look. I can't remember exactly. And Deshaun is you remember those they had the paper towels ready? It's like, come on.
Yeah, they didn't even put it on plate.
They did. They gave paper towels. Paper towels, chicken, and Alizé, and 40s.
That's a meal.
So Deshaun is watching Giselle and Flame catches him. And he tells him, he's like, I can tell you still love. And he tells him this vulgar ass story about what his ex.
Paradise, boss man.
No, that shit was gross. He said he had to get his stomach pumped. That shit was nasty. That shit was disgusting. That shit was gross.
My maniacal butterfly.
He said he had to get his stomach pumped. He said, Flame, come on, man. What's up with all that stomach pumping shit? That's what he said. That's what he said the line. Flame, you just grind on me? A little.
A little. But listen, when he came in, he seen her. He was in a daze. When he was in a daze, he came in and seen her.
Oh,
and he was trying to make a nasty ass concoction to make it like champagne, bro.
Oh, at the end of that scene, he said, how much Sprite and what was it? I think it was Sprite and Alizé
to get bubbly.
He said to get bubbly. He said, I don't know, maybe half and half.
That should have told us right there they ain't had no money.
That nigga said, you just grind on me a little. So, okay, let me go back. So he tries to catch up. He tries to catch up with her, and she's not going. Still, she's not going. So then we see the blind. We see John Witherspoon again. He's still spitting game to that girl, and it ain't working. But he think it is, and then he ends up fingering a potato next to him.
Okay, so we get the A. Hey,
he nutted on himself. He said, "Oh, I didn't win this quick." He's, "I didn't win this quick." He's like, "Oh,
hey, that was wolf." He said, "You know what they say, right?" He said, "Once you lose one sense, you get better with other senses."
He said, "These fingers have eyes on them." Eyes on them. So he goes to the bathroom. And he's bragging to the bathroom center, and he goes. He said, "Oh wait, you got no." He said, "Sticky pinky." He said, the only way you got sticky pinky is if you finger fucked this potato head.
That was
hold
on, right?
I ain't gonna wash this hand. He said,
"Yeah." He said, "I ain't washing this hand." He said, "Ooh, she's wearing cilantro. She's a freak." I said, "That's disgusting."
Oh, nigga, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, that's disgusting. And so at this point. Muggs turns business class to a strip club now. He's like, "You want some business?" He said, "You want business class? You gotta force some business ass." He turns to a strip club, and as he's Kevin Hart. So Nashawn comes down and he's like, what's this all about? He's trying to tell him off. He's like, this is wrong. You're supposed to be doing this. He said, we can't afford this, whatever. Not afford it, but he's like, we can't be doing shit like this. We're gonna get kicked out. And as he's telling him off,
kicked out of your own plane.
Yeah, like they bring out cake. They bring out cake for him, and then he's like still trying to tell him off, but he starts enjoying the cake, and the girls are feeding him. And Giselle happens to walk in as he's eating the cake. She's like, "Oh, okay, I see you a player now." He's like, "Wait." You always catching him. So Samora and Three Strikes dude, they try to mess around.
You gotta get it.
I was thinking of
3 strikes, dude.
It's like oh boy. It's like I forgot what else she was in.
I always tell you look like him.
I look like him.
Oh, you said you look like Brian Hooks.
Brian Hooks,
yep. So, but
and that might have been other than three strikes.
Other than 3 strikes, he was in Eve, and that was probably his biggest 2 roles for real. I think. Let's say, and then Soul Plane. What else was he in?
I think he was on Fat Beach. Yeah, he was on Fat Beach.
Unfortunately.
What was you saying, Sledge?
I said Soul Plane might have been his best role.
That was 3 strikes.
I think it might have been that or an Eve.
Oh shit.
Eve.
How you do that?
I hated how it was called Eve and her name was Shelly still. But back, the Soul
Plane. It's called Eve. It's starring Eve and she's Shelly. It's like, all right.
Okay.
And so Samoa and 3 Strikes do try to mess around in the bathroom. Hooks. they get interrupted by the bathroom attendant. He's in the back like while they try
you see how I'm looking? You see how he was looking?
Bro, yeah, they back him out of his mouth. He was like so they get interrupted by him, and he's like, look, he pays him off. He's like, hey, look, go ahead, leave, whatever. And he's like, hey, you don't need a lot of space. He said, Superman changed the phone.
That's my favorite line, nigga. That's my favorite line. Superman changed the phone booth.
So they get freaky, and they mess around missionary style, and she's smacking him in the face with a belt. She's choking him
smacking him with his belt.
Slapping him with his belt. And he's like, ah. And then he lets
an episode of Real Sex.
He lets out the ugliest vinegar strokes I've ever seen. He said, "Woo, woo."
No. You skipped the part where he said, "We need a code word."
Oh yeah, they
get off the crazy bitch. That's a hell of a code.
Bro, the Soul Plane is fucking hilarious.
That's a hell of a code.
When I said, "Get off me, you crazy bitch."
I said, "You get off of me, you crazy ass bitch."
And when he came. He was yelling out some random shit. That nigga said, bro, he said
pots and pans and grease and peas.
Bro, he said eggs, grits. He said eggs, grits, pancakes, sunflower seeds.
That was his grocery list. He was thinking about that earlier. That was on his grocery list right there. Oh shit. Oh man.
Bro, fuck this. Bro, I told you Soul Plane funny as fuck. Bro, that might be the funniest book black, bro. That's funny, bro. This is fucking comedy. And she was looking at him with a straight face like, this nigga.
Bro, she said this is not how it happened on Real Sex.
This is not how it happened on Real Sex.
Bro, you know what he said? He said,
"This nigga named what you did, David."
Bro, his name is Meet David.
Did he smack it? Did he smack it?
Did he smack it? You see what you did, David?
Smack you with his belt, David.
Fuck out of here, man.
He said it was the turbulence. It was the turbulence. So the daughter Heather Hunky, I'm over here crying. The daughter Heather Hunky goes to the cockpit as Captain Mac. He shouts her out and tells all the guys to keep her company. And the dad screaming like, ah!
Because he said all players of somebody meet her. She's about to turn 18.
Bro, there's football players and sailors.
It was a football team.
Football players and sailors. They all ready. And Heather gets taken to the club in the plane as Big Boy's hosting. Big Boy! Big Boy! and she ends up dancing with the bartender there.
We gonna pass out. We gonna party till we pass out in this motherfucker.
On a 4-hour flight.
Bro. and Captain Mac and Gaemon are arguing some more about Gaemon flying the plane. And he's like, I want to fly the plane. He ain't flying shit. But this is my plane or whatever.
Over there on that mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Look, nigga.
And he said, man, I'm over here trying to get high. And these mushrooms ain't doing shit. And he said, those mushrooms aren't for that. They're for the itching. And he said, oh, you got crabs?
Oh, nigga, this motherfucker got
they are
crabs.
hunters. They will kill you.
He said, you ate 15 of them. You ate 15 of them.
Hey, but listen though, it took 16 for him to get fucking paid. Like, that means he has a high tolerance, bro.
Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg. It's Snoop.
You feel me?
And like he said, it's supposed to be crushed up and to relieve the itching. And they make fun of him for having crabs. And he said, they're hunters. and Max Rose have chest pains. He's like, oof. We go back to Elvis Hunky. He goes to save his daughter, and Terry Crews, the security, stops him. And he's like, he says, I hope the little bitch you fighting for is worth dying for. He said, yeah, my daughter. And Rocky was saying too. As he's getting high, and he's like, he said, is this a little daughter? He said, yeah. He said, we do little tea parties and a song playing, ding, 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 daddy. And Terry Crews changed it up, talking about his daughter, and he supports him. And he goes, go secure your shit. Go secure your shit. It's not the one to ask. And I realized he slapped like 3 different niggas on the ass.
Bro, he was tripping, bro.
And Gaemon, at this point, he's left at this point. And Riggs, he has to pee. And Mac tells him, hey, hit up Gaemon on the intercom. And Riggs says, attention, Gaemon, I need to drain the monster. Come to the cockpit. And that nigga Flame turn around like,
macho man.
Bro, all the gay men came to the cockpit. You see gay men, transgenders, and priests. They was running like.
Hey. The priest. Hey, them niggas should be canceled today.
Yeah, that was wild. So they all run to the cockpit knocking. And he's like, I wouldn't answer that if I were you.
I wouldn't answer that if I was you.
Now they're shooting a Lil Jon video. And like I said, how big is this plane? Like I said, it's ridiculous.
Shake it real fast this time.
See? Look at it! I know you.
Yeah, this was just the gold tooth line. I had a gold tooth. I should have kept it for this. And they get hyped, and little kid Billy, he's dancing nasty to that. And at this point, Elvis Hunky is depressed, and he vents to Deshaun at the bar, and he tells him his son says he has no flavor, and the daughter is out getting teabagged. And he said, what's teabagging? He said, oh, that's the shit. That's when you take the ball, that's the free mouth. You keep going up and down. And, you dip. He said, I got it. I got it. And the
then he tells him about his wife or whatever. Or his,
that's right here. Yeah. So it's just on the Sean Vince as well about a girl he lost. And when it's Elvis third, he talks about how he'll move heaven and earth for Barbara. And he's like, where's she at? And he was like, with a tall model type. He's like, wait a minute, real handsome black guy? He's like, yeah. Sitting in low class? Yeah. Got dick like a fire hose? Yeah. Oh, you lost her.
He said, yeah, it's all going. I think so. What's wrong with the vocal cord?
He said, we tried talking to her. He said, we tried talking to her. He said, yeah, I tried. The vocal cord's messed up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
How did that happen on a plane?
Bruh.
Oh, fuck that.
They was acting up. Because we didn't see the rest of the movie, so she was all fucked up.
You knew
we ain't see him either.
The only he wasn't fucked up. He was fucking somebody else up probably. The only thing she needed ice cream. She just needed cool stuff on her throat. Ice cream
like she lost her tonsils.
Ice chips.
Like she lost her tonsils.
Gone.
So Mac and Muggs are smoking in the cockpit. And Mac talks about his baby mom extorting him for child support money. He says, she can't get shit if I crash the shit into a mountain. Watch this. Then he swerved the plane. Everybody was freaking out. He said, bro, I know they tripping in the back. And they're like, oh, shit, I was screaming. So Mac puts her on autopilot so he can enjoy the weed. Then he eats one more mushroom and has a heart attack. And his glasses fall over his eyes as he lays there. And Heather and Elvis have a heart-to-heart at this point. And she said that she was just showing out because she doesn't like the stepmom, pretty much.
Don't matter though. How you know all that shit?
Yeah, that's what it said. She's like, I don't even know how that shit, but it's still like, wow, that's wild. Just to get back at me. And so the free couple, they start doing it in the cockpit, and the captain's nodding his head because the plane is shaking. So they think he's answering their question. He's like, Miss Rhonda here, can we do this? They're like, yeah. He's like, the head shaking.
He did a little.
so they messing around, and they stop when the glasses fall off his face, and he's not reacting to anything. His eyes are wide open, and they freak out, and they tell first class the captain's dead. And they go to tell Game On, and Game On says, "I'll take care of this." The captain dead.
No,
That's not
Flame,
Gaming. That's Flame.
Or no, that's what I'm gonna say. Flame. What's say Flame?
Oh, they told the gay man.
He's just a gay man. My fault. So, because one of the stories told him, he said, "I'll take care of this." The captain's dead. And the Giselle's tells Nashawn the captain's dead, and they go to tell Game On as he's in the jacuzzi, and he's geek. He's
taking the bag.
Oh, get the flag. He gets up and slips and busts his head open.
He said, "You're all clean now, ladies. You're all clean."
And this is my question. So, Captain Mac is is quote unquote dead. Then we got Game On, who just got knocked the hell out. Where the fuck was Riggs at? Because he said he had to use the bathroom.
Because Riggs doesn't fly planes. All he does is just make sure the airways and shit like that. That nigga ain't got no pilot
I said
license.
he was a co-pilot.
No. He's just a nigga. He was like the flight assistant.
Okay, I thought he was a co-pilot all this time. I thought there was 3 co-pilots.
He was the
Two
flight
co-pilots and a pilot.
assistant.
Yeah, that shit was trash. That nigga was up there playing NBA Live the whole time. Was doing shit. So Muggs stops the shot.
Why was he in the jacuzzi, by the way, like during the flight?
He was taking a bath.
Yeah. He said, "You all clean, ladies."
He said, "You're all clean now. You're all clean. Move, horse. Move you."
Move.
Remember, because didn't he kick him out though? Didn't he kick Captain Mac? Kick him out like, nigga, you gotta go. Or
now he was just mad and he stormed off because
he stormed off, and then Riggs, like I said, he had to go pee, and we never seen this nigga again. He said he had to drain the monster, and that nigga disappeared ever since then. And Muggs stops Nashawn, is trying to parachute off the plane. Nashawn's like, I'm not doing that. Like, he's like, come on, let's go. He's like, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to leave this plane.
hey, he had him a parachute. He said, I only got one extra.
He threw the helmet on him and popped it. He said, whoa, wait a minute.
He said, first off, it's this one.
He would have been dead.
It wasn't he would have been dead.
First of all, it's this one.
And Muggs stopped Nashawn. That was after that scene. So Nashawn revealed to Giselle that back in the day he overheard Giselle and her dad arguing about how she's giving up college for him. So he broke up with her so not to mess up her future. So he was doing the right thing.
And
so
her dad was selfish as shit.
Yep.
Bro, he said, I've been waiting 18 years for this day.
He said, I already got your room rented out. You gotta go soon. Selfish as shit.
And you want to not go for this thug?
He said, "For this boy."
he's not even a bad guy, sir. Like he's actually a good kid.
He's trying.
He was trying to get by.
He was. So he broke up with her not to mess up her future. And Nashawn takes over the
pilot.
The pilot can speak for a second. Being a pilot, and Blanca shows him some of the controls because she's getting tore up in the cockpit. So she was like, "Huh? Oh, it's right here. This autopilot right here." He's like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Well," "What this part?" She's like, "I don't know. He's usually done around this time." And
but when he pops the top.
Yeah, this way pops the top. He's like, we're so fucked.
Oh, I'm talking about Elvis Hunky.
Yeah, because I'm used to the BT version. We're so screwed. So they're flying, and one of the security guards, he said, Money Love, she has her phone out, and the one lady's like, "Don't use your phone. Use your phone." Monique. And she's like, she pressed the button anyway, and it just dropped like immediately.
What does that mean?
I don't.
That was the old thing about it back in the day. I think like now that
if you use your phone, like it'll fuck up. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna do all that, but like
I don't think it does that. I think it can mess with like the frequency, like trying to communicate with like air traffic control. Like,
Which
by
makes
the way,
sense.
where the fuck was aircraft traffic control during all this?
Well, I guarantee they wasn't.
He
fucking
tried to
with
call.
NWA
Remember, he
airlines.
was like,
When he tried to
Mayday,
call,
Mayday.
they put him on hold.
We
They
said Ali Ali oxen free.
I
He
forgot
said-
about that.
He said, "Yeah, the black
This
one."
is
He
the
said,
sound
"Yeah,
from
the black one."
NWA Airlines. They was like, NWA, click.
No. They said NWA. He said, "Yeah, the black one." He said, "Wait, what? Hello."
Hello?
Yeah, that's
Hello?
what happened.
They put me on hold.
That's what happened to him.
And so at this point, like I said, they're flying. Like the security lady pressed the button. They just drop. And one of the stewards, what happened? So they said they drop immediately. The free couple are messing around on the wheels of the plane, and they're rocking the plane because they're messing around so hard. They're rocking the plane back to keep it balanced, which was wild.
I said, I told you I was going to show up.
He's told you wasn't the turbulence. Yeah, told you it
No,
wasn't the turbulence.
no, it was you.
He was ugly as hell. He took the blindfold. He said, "Ah!" He was ugly as hell. And the free come like for them messing around, keep the plane balance. They end up landing the plane. They all cheer, and Giselle, she throws an engagement ring, and she's like, "Yeah!" She's like cheering. I was like, "That's kind of wild to throw your engagement ring." That's wild. I forgot she did that. And the movie ends with them, like well, somebody steals one of the wheels of the plane. He said, "I'm gonna get 84-inch spinners."
84-inch rims.
Yeah. Y'all gonna pay for that? She's like, it's a cheap ass airline for a little shit. Like, money's going in on him. So the movie ends with them dancing in the club, part of the plane. That's with the club, and
Drinks on me.
Yeah, drinks on me, and they do the Soul Train style dance. They all taking turns dancing, and then we see the Middle Eastern guy. He bro. They pulled this nigga's turban like, this is unwrapped. And then he's like, "Wow, this is the bomb." And they all like,
"Hey, nigga."
They all said, "What?" And he's like, "What? Let's dance." And bang, 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 bang. They all start dancing. And yeah, that's how the movie is. And in the interview, Snoop don't even die. If you keep watching the credits, he was just like,
he wakes up.
But that nigga's eyes was like, like glazed over and was wide open when they found him.
He ate 16 mushrooms.
Yeah, bro, he was good.
I thought your eyes wouldn't be open like that when you did. I don't know. That's just me. That's the whole movie. So who was the real villain of the movie?
His friend, Muggs.
His cousin.
Yeah, Muggs. Muggs was the fucking villain.
Kevin Hart for fucking buying an airline when you shouldn't have.
No experience. He don't know shit about it.
That ain't Kevin Hart's fault. That's the nigga that bought that plane ticket. Do your
You feel me?
research.
The inaugural flight? Nah, I'm not flying with that plane.
They should have flew with Chuku Airlines. They would have got there.
Gay man wouldn't have been there.
Chuku Airlines.
Gay man wouldn't have been there.
I think the real villain. Yeah, I gotta go.
Is Giselle?
I gotta go. I was gonna put it on her, but I can't. It's Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was acting up. Everything he did, he hired that pilot.
But he did off the shit the bugs, though. I'm about to say he did off the shit the bugs, though.
That nigga said Drew on moms.
He said, "Okay, just get us there safe."
He said, "Bugs, do something else."
Hey, you know what that means? I'm really fed up with this nigga.
I'm
sick of this nigga.
Who's the most redeemable character in all
Kevin
this?
Hart.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Or Flame.
I don't have a villain, but the most redeemable is Kevin Hart because he saved everybody's life still and landed the plane.
Yeah, he did try. Because Muggs was about to lead them niggas. He was about to lead them niggas. And what's the most gangster scene in the movie? I already got mine.
Elvis Hunky?
No, dude.
Either when she told her dad what she was going to do when she turned 18, either that or...
Hey, that is some gangster shit, bro. You got to be bold.
To tell your dad what you're going to do?
Pony, ride the baloney pony?
The baloney pony?
She said, giving him a red job. She said, play the trombone while I'm tossing his salad.
And the stepmom just taking notes, a little nasty hoe.
Said, what did she say after
the gangster shit was when she said, "How do you feel?" He said, "I mean, it is sitting on $1 million." like bitch.
I'll tell you my most gangster scene. My most gangster scene is where they threw that damn dog at the beginning of the movie. That's the most gangster scene to me.
Actually,
wild.
they're the villain.
That
That
was
the
just
one
fucked
who
up.
presses the wrong button. She's the real villain.
You know what? There's a lot of
Nah,
truth in that.
because without her, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
That's a lot of truth,
That's what he said, exactly.
That's a lot of truth, though, because
Without her, we wouldn't be here. She's actually the hero.
How the hell do you fall? How the hell do you fall and just out of all the buttons hit that one?
I don't think you choose what you hit when you fall. I think you just trying to get your balance back.
That must is wild. And what are we gonna rate the movie out of 5?
5?
5. Yeah, I give it a 5.
Nigga, a fucking 5?
I do
Did we
give it a
not
5.
just laugh this whole fucking podcast?
He said it did his job.
It did his fucking job.
Yeah,
nigga.
I give it a 5.
You know what you give it? He's able to give it 5.
I'm gonna give it a 3. Like it has
Wow.
funny parts, but it's not a good movie.
Bruh.
Stop.
You gave it a 3. You gave that, bro. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all gave Tiffany the sex doll a fucking 2.
I give it a 1.5.
And y'all niggas gonna sit here and disrespect Soul Plane? You motherfuckers don't have no coup.
I don't know what to rate. I'm gonna go with.
That's a 5, bro.
It's not a 5. I'm not going that far. I'm not going to go 5. I'm gonna go
for
with
what the movie is. It's a fucking 5.
the movie is funny as hell. I'm gonna go with after the overall movie. I'm going with a 3.5. I'm going to 3.5. We'll go with it. It's funny. I think for an actual movie, it's not good, but it's hilarious. Like I said, it's
that
hilarious.
movie's fucking hilarious from beginning to end, bro. We laughed from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, non-fucking stop. It was laughs on top of laughs, bro. Like, for instance, when Osama came in and he said, "Oh hell no,
Get the fuck out of here!"
Like, come on, bro. Like, that's laughs on top. It got a lot of back. Like you got to look at the background shit that's going on. Because you remember they was talking about Shorty 40s and she was stealing drinks.
Oh
for
yeah,
the niggas on the other side.
They was acting up.
They was acting up on that plane. Terminal X 069.
Yeah, that whole day was ignorant. And then we're gonna go with so we already the movie. So the next movie on the list is Get Rich or Die Trying.
My personal favorite.
And that's what we're gonna try to do with these podcasts, trying to get rich or die trying.
And real talk. Real talk.
And
Instagram phone, I'm proud of it.
We're gonna end it with this final quote. So Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, you gotta go to 2 places for that.
Bro, that's a fucking hilarious.